Yulia Bas, and I currently live and work in Barcelona. And I was born in Moscow in Jewish family. I also used to live in Italy for several years. So I believe my multicultural story and immigrant story informs a lot my art practice. Currently, I work with painting, with sculpture, installation, and even a little bit with performance. I was always interested in fragmentation of identity, and I was investigating on this topic from different medias using a lot of unorthodox materials. And currently, I experiment a lot with objects, joining them and finding the way how to show my idea about multiplicity of self. For most of my work, I was experimenting a lot with texture, suggesting that this terrain, this landscape of the painting is kind of a representation of personal history. So I was using cork, I was playing with paper, with other natural materials, with many things to create a 3D collage, which I used for my oil paintings. For me, that was a representation of personality that's always in shift. Currently, I moved into working with 3D objects. So I started to work a lot with composite materials for the sculptures, even with objects. So, and by these recent works, I went into exploration of the identity that has so many layers now, digital, imagined ones, cultural ones, and all these complexities, how they interact, and how, as I see that we have to embrace the lack of wholeness, or let's say the wholeness in this fragmentarity. So my most recent project called Siamese twins, and I think the topic of conjoined twins reminded me about some processes in my psychological world. And I wanted to use the physicality of the objects and the merging to show the idea of different selves being conjoined and merged, and the tension between these different parts of selves that have to coexist, compromise, and readjust all the time. I think it also speaks about certain sensations that I experience a lot, where I cannot have enough privacy from my own parts, from my own past selves, of my memories, of my, again, different identities that I created or were created for myself.